Video highlights from Dirt Track Speedway, episode number 5 on May 31st, 2017, presented by Fast Shafts by Actual Exchange. They're not just fast, they're first. FastShafts.com. Trophy dash for tonight, giving you details on how a drive shaft could go to your favorite driver, or if you are a driver tuning into the show, thank you for everybody who does, an opportunity for you to score a drive shaft. So what we got is we're going to have, you guys have seen it. We'll get a better look at it in just a little bit. Artifice Speedway is my background here. Been making some changes and working on some hopefully fun and entertaining things. We're going to have the first ever Fast Shafts Invitational at Artifice Speedway. So what we're going to do is give an opportunity for drivers or fans to nominate a driver, and then on the next show we're going to randomly pick out 2 or 3 drivers. And if you want to get your name in, and don't worry, I'm not going to tell who sent the email in, you can send it to FastShafts@Dirt Track Speedway. That email will be up and open until Wednesday morning, a week from tonight. Fast Shafts, 1 entry per email address. We get multiple, we'll kick all of those out, and then we'll draw a few of those entries on the next show. They're going to be put in to our race, the Fast Shafts Invitational. Now next week, on the next week's show, a new email address and a new opportunity to get a few more drivers in for the Fast Shafts Invitational. And how's it all going to play out? Well, this is a very crude first draft of it, but we're going to actually stage a race at Artifice Speedway. This is my very first attempt at it. You'll notice there was a hand in there, and there was a big block in there. It's gotten a lot better. Plus, also, you can see that the Speedway, that's the old grandstands there. But we are going to have the first ever Fast Shafts Invitational. Thank you to Pat Fagan. Tonight's main conversation is going to be talking about something that I saw when I was surfing on Facebook. Randy Roberts got the win in the IMC Sport Mod class over at the Boone Speedway. I think it was anyway, yeah, it was at Boone Speedway on Saturday night. And sometimes when you make a gesture to reach out to the fans, it goes a lot further than you realize. Now, there's a story I'm going to share. I've copied off the text of a post. Now, I don't know where the post came from, and there were some pictures there as well, but if you want to see them, I don't know where they came from, so I didn't know who to ask for permission. And remember, when you just save stuff on your phone or your computer and you post it, that's violating copyrights, and most aren't enforcing it, but just be careful if you are doing that to make sure that somebody doesn't come after you for doing that. So that's why I don't have the picture up there. I didn't know who to ask, because it was very obvious that the cut and paste was from a post that they saw from Randy Roberts. Now, this was very cool. So we took my nephew out. This is a post about to Randy Roberts. So we took my nephew out to the races tonight for his soon-to-be birthday, and all was good until a chunk of mud came over the fence and struck him on the head and split his head open. Thankfully, he was fine, and the Boone EMTs took care of him, and I'm sure they did it in a very expedient way, because he did get back to watch the last 2 races, but the young race fan was very timid about coming to the racetrack again. After the races, we took him to the pits to meet some of my favorite drivers, hoping to spark some enthusiasm back in him. It was at that time, longtime friend Randy Roberts made my nephew's day. Now, I don't know if Randy knew this. I'm sure he probably saw something, but regardless if he did or didn't, this was really cool. Not only did he let him, the young boy, help load his car, but gave him his trophy for winning the feature tonight. The kid has not let this thing out of his hands since that moment. And if you do go to Randy Roberts' Facebook page, scroll down. It was from about 9:30 on Saturday night. I think that's the 29th. But look at it. You'll see a picture of the kid, and he's holding the trophy, but he's holding it with a death grip. And he is not kidding when he says he's not going to let that thing go. And finally, it says, congrats, Randy, on the win, but more so for making a bigger impact on my nephew than you can imagine. You have earned a lifelong fan, and he, the nephew, already wants to see Randy race again. Family is number one to me, and neither my family or myself will forget what you did for this kid tonight. And I'm guessing it was maybe 5-10 minutes that he spent with this kid, but made a race fan out of him right there. And he's going to remember that experience, and that this was a fun time for him, despite the fact that he got the danger side of it, where something comes up off the track and hit him. He still walked away with a fun experience. So kudos not only to this family who probably became race fans and sharing it, but to Randy Roberts and all the other fans, because what they have seen are going to be Randy Roberts fans. Kudos, great gesture. My name is Bucky Doren. Thank you to Pat Fagan of Fast Shafts. They're not just fast, they're first, for helping out with the broadcast, and also with our first ever Fast Shafts Invitational coming up in a few weeks at Artifice Speedway. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great night.